Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, whatever may be the case. Elton here. It's a beautiful morning here in Montreal, Quebec. It's Sunday, April 14th. It is right now, let's see the telephone here, 10:23 a.m. Or I should say was by the time you see this. And as usual, I'm picking a random street to make a video of. Actually, I'm doing this also because there's a serious low pressure system coming in there from the States, which caused a shitload of havoc down there. There's the scrap right on fucking cue. And speaking of scrap, the STM, the stupid transit motherfuckers, their offices are right here actually. Right around here. I think that's where the Metro Operations Center is, because see over here on the right here on Berri Street, that is Berri, B-E-R-R-I. Where's the sign? There's the Bibliothèque Nationale on the right. That's the National Library, if you will, which has the worst floors I've ever seen in a commercial building. And on the left over here is the Gare d'Autocar, which is basically the bus terminal, not for transit buses though. And this is really fucking cool over here. I always love these designs here, very nice. So yeah, I wanted, like I said, to do this because, oh yeah, and let's not forget Hydro-Quebec, the bandits. I call them the bandits because they're always increasing the rates up all the fucking time. They're always requesting to increase rates on customers like myself, and then luckily the government denies them. Yeah, the stupid trans motherfuckers, they got these little shit boxes here. Won't even last 10 years probably. These little fucking shit boxes doesn't get cheaper than these vans here. I've always been intrigued by this building over here. It reminds me of the Flatiron building in New York. If I remember right, that building, not this one, but the Flatiron building, which looks even more flat than that, was built, I think, in 1937. And, but also, you know, once it clouds over and I think it starts to rain, I'm gonna fuck off and go home because I think I'm still tired from yesterday, and I'm still in recuperation mode. Still in recovery mode from the surgery, stupid goddamn cancer, melanoma surgery. Oh, by the way, that reminds me, any of you guys who really enjoy my videos and you want to help the cause, since you probably figured out by now that I'm just a poor man, but rich in culture and class and respect, even though I swear like a sailor, you want to chip in something, hey, you know, go ahead. You can send me a little gift by PayPal. My email is eltonmcfall, E-L-T-O-N, McFall, M-C-F-A-L-L. eltonmcfall@hotmail.com, or you can even do an e-transfer if you want, if you're in Canada, a bank transfer. Yeah, be really appreciated. And also, if you want to send me something, I was thinking actually it'd be cool if any of you guys send me something specifically old school that you know I'll like or love. What I think I'd like to do is I'd like to get enough stuff to make a video out of, like an unboxing, you know. That'd be really cool. Seriously, I like a surprise unboxing thing. I only ever did that once. That was thanks to Ben, who was filming, but that's of course before Ben got corrupted by this fucking stupid iPhone, and which for other reasons also a compromise of friendship. That's the way it is today, man. That's how she goes. You know? Land of fucking scrap. Over redundancies. Look at that halo. Whoa, daddy, I can't even show it to you because I don't want to fuck up the camera and the sensors on it. Yeah. Thought about doing a walk on Sherbrooke. Thought about doing a walk on Ontario Street. I'm like, I've been there, done that. I know I haven't filmed much of this street at all, that's for sure. So that's what we're doing. That's what I'm doing. You're doing virtually. There's a good looking Toyota. Kind of weird looking though, eh? It's fucking weird. Matter of fact, it's ugly, I have to say. Dave, no offense. I know you got one of these, but it's ugly, okay? It's not a GM, it's not a Dodge, it's not a Ford. It's Toyota trying to be American, that's all it is. And people will buy it. It doesn't matter how ugly of a vehicle Toyota makes. People will buy it because it's good quality. That's what it's come down to. It's not like the old days where the cooler the car looked, even though if it was a piece of shit, it didn't matter. It was cool. You know? I could think of tons of cars like that. Tons! Where am I going here? Which way? Oh, by the way, this is Sherbrooke Street. That is Sherbrooke. Hey, look at that. Speaking of Toyota, there's a beautiful color on that Camry there. Camry! Yeah, I think I'm gonna go, we're gonna go on the other side of the street because the lighting is better on the right side, so That's what we're gonna do. Wow, ain't much traffic on a Sunday morning, eh? I like that. Can you dig it? Oh, by the way, I want to apologize. Those of you guys who watch almost all my videos there, all of them or whatever, I want to apologize for the last few videos I put up there. The quality was off, and also the aspect ratio. That means the size of the image was also off, and it was all like the image was narrow. So I really apologize for that. I was a fuck up on my part, but you know, as you can imagine, you know, I haven't been all there lately. So, oh, and here comes my favorite shit boxes. I fucking saw one of these fucking shit boxes broke down just yesterday. How do I know it was broke down? Because I had the fucking stupid STM, made in Japan fucking security card in front of it with the light flashing. And you know, also because the bus has its hazards going on there, you know? Fucking shit boxes. $1 million each, man, you know? My mom, I mean, she's right when she says, oh, you know, don't say it, think positive, or forget about it. Don't let it bother you. No, it bothers me, though. It used to be a beautiful time in public transit, just like in general in vehicles. It's all turned to shit. It's all turned to fucking shite, is what it's turned into. You know? It's tough, man. It's a tough life today. Oh, and here we are at Sherbrooke Station. Now, Sherbrooke Metro Stations is on the orange line, and the orange line runs parallel with the street, running north and then south, and then it stops at Berri UQAM. That's a transfer station running crossing with the green line, which runs east and west, and of course the yellow line, which goes to the South Shore. I'm going to try to take my time and walk more slowly here because, like I said, I'm still in recovery mode here. Oh, I remember I took a picture of a nice classic parked right here, man. Right here. Afternoon. There wasn't even an ad on the side of it, which was funny actually, because you didn't really see that. There used to be more ads on buses back in the days because there was more to the sides. The sides were bigger, but these buses have more glass, so there's less ads, you know. Yeah, the 144. Oh, I haven't taken that in a long time. That's a nice route, actually. I'm gonna have to get back on one of these one day, but not this fucking piece of shit. 2010 shit box. Oh my god, these are horrible. Fuck. It's like riding in a fucking sardine can. Cette poubelle de crise de marde. Berri, and of course it's Sunday, so it's scrap day as I call it, because that's when the STM runs their newest buses. Malin. It's a weird name. Anyway, whatever, it's Sunday. It's still a beautiful day, beautiful time to take a stroll here. Shit, I forgot about all that Tim Hortons I wanted to go have breakfast at. I only had an apple this morning, but hey, I had a couple of coffees, so you know, that figured that should do the trick for a while anyway. Look at that. LS powered fucking Isuzu, for Christ's sake. It's nice to know the Americans still got it in some regards. And when I mean some regards, I mean trucks. Oh fuck yeah, trucks big time. When I was at that truck show there, that Expo Cam, which I didn't realize until one of my friends mentioned to me that that actually that was not a show for the public. It was only for people in the industry. And you know what, I was looking at all these different trucks, Internationals and Max and Peterbilts and Kenworths and so forth. I see this Hino section. There's like one truck. Nobody's there looking at it. Nobody. There's that Volkswagen wagon I like. Yeah, that's a good looking car. Yeah. That could have been me. But again, I'm in recovery mode. I can't go fucking biking. Walking around a long time enough is physical activity. I don't feel great. I can't go. I wish I could go biking, you know. Hell, I'm still wearing my hoodie. I'm still wearing my hoodie because the back of my head don't look too good. Believe me, it's not good. So you got to be careful. I don't want to freak out the kids. It's really not pretty. Not pretty. But I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad I came out earlier to record this beautiful moment, because it's going to be shite for the rest of the day. It's going to be raining. Same thing tomorrow. They say sunny on Tuesday. I don't know, man. You know, these fucking meteorologists, they're a fucking joke, these people. Hey, seriously, I love meteorology. I'm fascinated by the weather. But I mean, come on, when you fucking say to people, oh yeah, it's a long-term forecast, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days from now it's going to be sunny and 20. I mean, come on, what are they talking about? I got to get by these people here because I don't like walking behind people, especially when I'm filming here because it throws me off, you know. I look like a stalker or something like that. Jesus, Murphy. And I don't like people walking behind me. That's another thing on top of that, actually. What's wrong with that? It's a little unnerving, you know? Speed it up a little bit. I remember I walked here last summer. It was a beautiful... That's an old hospital, eh? That's an old hospital, I think. Oh, I don't know. I'm visually impaired. Whatever. This here, this ventilation shaft probably is for the metro. Probably for Sherbrooke metro station. And I remember what I was trying to say was I remember walking here... or biking here last, I like that Subaru, last summer, hot day. I remember I saw an old Chevy van, a really nice old Chevy van, Usually when you see these things, they're a little tattered, you know, they're not perfect, but sometimes you'll see one once in a while, and it's like mint, you know, like low miles or whatever. Oy, oy, oy. It's closed. This is what I really like. Look at that. Beautiful colors on that. Very 50s type of color, you know. Berri. Yeah. Oh, speaking of color, speaking of green, check this out. It's always mind-boggling to me, as old school as I am, you know, you're in this sea of never-ending, boring, friggin' colorless cars, and then you see something like this. It's still a boring, weird-looking car, but that's a very cool green, man. Looks brand new, this Nissan... whatever the hell it is. I'm trying to refrain from swearing since there's that kid in the background there. You know. Refrain. Super duty. Grotrakast. And it's Grotrakalis. I don't know where I'm going to go. Like I said, I haven't had breakfast. So I don't know. Je ne sais pas. A little bit of wind. Oh, yeah. Yesterday was beautiful. It was like 16 degrees, I think, as a high. Celsius. But man, it was so fucking windy. It was bloody windy as hell. I mean, I got home, I checked the weather, and it says wind gusts of 71 kilometers an hour. I'm like, no kidding. It was so irritating. So therefore, even if I had gone out to go biking, I'm like, it would have been just really, really annoying as hell. Looks like they got a congregation going there, Sunday service. I don't know if you can hear that. Probably not. This huge church. Huge. Huge. Look at this guy. You're not supposed to park here, man, you know? Yeah, people are idiots. I hope you get a ticket. The fact that there's a dent on your rear there, that says a lot even. Look at that. Look how stupid people are. Does that look like a parking space? No. I like to point out stuff like that, you know? It's a question of, you know, it's the principle, as we say, the principle of it. You know? Don't get me wrong, hey, I'm not perfect either, trust me. But look at this. Look how all of a sudden the street becomes much smaller. Isn't that interesting? That's one of the reasons why I'm glad I filmed here. I'm filming here, actually. Look at this ugly thing. Fucking primer gray, and it's a 4-door, which is even uglier than the 2-door. Anyway, whatever. So I don't know, maybe I'll film another block or two. I know my other battery is not fully charged, though. I didn't charge it enough. Anything vintage here? I see something old there. Oh man, you know what that reminds me of? I wanted to buy a vintage bike off a guy in Laval, right? I called him last week. I said, man, you know, I've been thinking about your bike ever since I saw it. It was like, I'd say a late 40s Columbia with the tank and everything, like a beach cruiser. And so I tell the guy, I said, listen, I'll call you next week. I said, I'm going in for surgery. I'm going to be in recovery, you know. So I didn't call him until Friday. And he's like, oh, I sold it. Like, what do you mean you sold it? He's like, yeah, I had 2 offers for it. 2 people called me. I said, yeah, but I said I was going to call you. I said I was going to call you this week. I said I was going in for surgery and all that. Man, you know, like... And I'm like, well, whatever, you know what? Everything happens for a reason. That's really neat, actually. Mind you, I'm dreaming even more about another a vintage Columbia bike, but the guy is out in Pierrefonds, out in the sticks in Chateau Pierrefonds, like Cap Saint-Jacques. If you know Montreal, you know that's really far. Especially for a guy like me who doesn't have a car, lives in a Hochelaga. Look at all these colorless cars. And but this guy wants like $1,600 for a 37 Columbia that's all dirty. But I mean, I'm still thinking about it. I mean, that's like sort of a holy grail of bicycles, you know. When you're getting that old, man, it's rare. I mean, the two bikes I have are rare, but that's something else, you know. Yeah. Look at that. That reminds me of my first mountain bike, just like that. Same style tires, handlebar. Yeah, that's not going back on the road anytime soon, eh? Be surprised how many bikes you see tied up like that. Oh, look at this. Look at this motorcycle. Ain't many old cars out yet, but there's a lot of motorcycles out already. Check this beauty out here. That's really cool. Even though it's an accident waiting to happen, unfortunately, because it's all dark and everything. There's no chrome, practically. There's no contrast, but it's really nice. So it's very sharp. I'd be afraid to ride on that damn thing. Yeah, there's our quintessential staircases. Yeah. Beautiful. Hey, there's some beautiful homes on this street. I've never walked all this street. I've never like been on the whole street, you know. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I love colors. You know, when I see buildings, multicolored buildings like this, apartment buildings, townhouses, whatever, it reminds me of San Francisco, you know. It's such a shame they're going through an exodus right now for various reasons. See, that's not vintage. That's vintage style. It's not vintage at all. It's funny, I remember I was doing a search one time just for fun on Google Street View in, I don't know, where was I? Osaka, Japan, something like that, a couple of towns, and they love those vintage style bikes. Holy Christ, there's tons of them. Tons of them. So now I think we're in the Plateau Montreal sector, if I'm not mistaken here. There's a PT Cruiser convertible. I rode in one of these once. Wi-Fi. Ah, you see that? That's for the Montreal Metro. Yeah, the Metro de Montréal. Just in case. Mind you, I think there was only ever one fire, one serious fire in the in all the history of the Montreal Metro. So, go figure. Monday, Monday. Can't trust that day, because tomorrow's Monday. Monday morning. And the weather's going to be perfect for a Monday. It's going to be shite. Look at this tree. Holy mackerel. Big freaking tree. With iconic Montreal lampposts. Exactly, well, exactly, but close like the ones that are on my street. Thankfully, I love those lampposts. They make for what I am. Well, yeah, but for where I live, you know. Look there, there's what I call the bread box on wheels, the Ford Flex. Man, that thing was suck fucking gases like crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing sucked as much gas as a GMC Suburban, Chevy Suburban. Colorless cars for everybody, no problem. Yeah, and those goddamn car companies keep breaking in the profits, eh? Give people a limited amount of choice of colors, among other things, and they rake in the profits. I don't want to sound like a communist, but it's true. I just tells the truth. I don't tell fucking lies. Car companies are out to fuck everybody over. It doesn't matter which car company it is. Yeah, I guess I'll try to stop swearing less, because I know some of you guys really dig it and you don't care like me. But frankly, yeah, unfortunately, YouTube is they're clanking down on them YouTube videos like me that there's too much swearing. So it's not very. Ugh, Jesus, it smells bad. So it's not very good. See, it's starting to cloud over slowly there, you know? Like I said, I wanted to take advantage of... What is this? Ticket 911. I remember hearing those commercials. There's a lawyer. And there's a there's a marijuana leaf infractions. Marijuana infractions. Interesting. Sign of the times. There you go. All the more reason why I'm glad I filmed these little walks. Ah! This looks like Prince Arthur. Love this street. But I think I'm going to stop here, man, because, like I said, I want to go grab some breakfast somewhere. L'oiseau tonnerre, the Thunderbird. It's just funny because it's funny to see that, come to think of it, because I change my picture almost every day on my channel art, on my channel. And I put a picture I took many moons ago of a 68 Thunderbird coupe. Oh, such beautiful cars. This is kind of one of my dream cars. I love all Thunderbirds, but those cars, man, they're just massive, you know. Excuse me, Duluth. I said Prince Arthur. Well, Prince Arthur looks like Duluth. Look at this place. Yeah, there's some Parisians there, or French people from France. It's like they pretty much own the plateau, frankly. Yeah, they make up the majority probably. Anyway, so that's it, guys. I'm going to, I don't know, I'm going to go get a bite somewhere. I don't know where. So, well, to be continued on that street. Take care. Bye-bye.